Just in case you don't know who we are, I'm Jody.
And I'm Ron.
And we're just rambling around. Thanks for joining us. We're going to wrap up our cruise to Alaska on Holland America. We're going to try to keep this short and simple. We are going to show you our last day at sea first. We think that that would be good for you to watch, and we should kind of wrap it up with many different things. We are then going to come back and we are going to give you a review of what we thought of Holland America. We're going to rate it. We're also going to tell you how Alaska went and see if you might be interested in doing an Alaska trip one day, and find out if Ron's ever going to cruise again.
We'll see. All right, so take a look at the last day at sea, and right afterwards we're going to talk about the review of what we think about the Koningsdam and Holland America.
See you then.
Breakfast at sea.
Got a little yogurt, little fruit. I did a little bagel and lox.
Got some coffee.
Just order what you need. That's what I like about the cruise. So it's like, kind of want yogurt, kind of want a little this. I don't know.
Well, this, a little of that, some fruit, some yogurt, some bagels. Very good. Came from the crow's nest here on deck 12, and this is in the bow of the ship, the front portion of the ship.
And we love that area.
Oh yeah.
Quiet, nice little bar.
View. Great cocktails.
Oh, they like
the when they're done, it's put the service sign out.
See, every time we come back, our room is all clean. It's always so nice to come back and have the room cleaned. They do a great job, and they always leave us our notes, whether it's what's going to go on that day or what we need to do. Didn't get a chance. We were up at the crow's nest this morning visiting with our friends. We did cover Bloody Mary 1, Bloody Mary 2, and Mojito 3. So we're at 3, and we're gonna hit our 15 today, and then hopefully people aren't worried about us after this trip. But don't worry, we're gonna take a break after this trip.
Yeah, after this trip, it's gonna be probably 2 weeks of not drinking and eating salads and eating right and veggies, and then we're going to do the Vancouver Brew Fest, and then that will go into more camping after that, heading to Eastern Washington. And so make sure you hit like, subscribe, so you can see those future and upcoming videos of us drinking more and eating more.
Yeah, I can't have enough. So this morning at the crow's nest, we were really lucky as we're enjoying a few cocktails, visiting with friends. I think 3 or 4 different times there was whales coming by. Not sure if we captured them because everybody runs to the windows when the whales are there and somebody spots them and you see them. But we were able to see the humpbacks and the whales kind of swimming and seeing their tails come up, and so it's really neat. So far I am really glad. I mean, if it's really important to you, book the excursion to go out and see some. But I decided not to do an excursion like that because I was like, I'm gonna be on a ship for 7 days. The odds of seeing them should be pretty strong. And yeah, as long as you're sitting around looking for them, you know, paying attention and spending some time doing it, you're gonna probably see some. And it has been really neat to be able to have a cocktail, visit with friends, and then out of the corner of your eye, you see a whale.
We're gonna do a polar plunge, hopefully.
Hurry up, get out there.
Let's see.
I might have to hold your beer. That's what I'm gonna
do. If you think you have what it takes to be a beautiful and amazing polar bear.
All right, boys,
and
ready?
then in 5 minutes we're gonna use the pool. Just for a quick bit.
All right,
and
here we go.
I want to see a lot of hands over here.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Are you ready to pick have my polar bear?
I'm gonna let him.
Oh, not you?
No.
You don't want to be a cop today?
I'm okay. But we'll let the boys do it.
Let the boys do it
Let the boys do it. You signed your name?
I signed. I'm ready.
What is
I'm
it?
ready.
What does it mean? What are you signing for? Like a liability?
Well, they didn't say, they didn't show
Probably
me.
liability or
They didn't
something.
show next to Ken. That's
Yeah,
what I
they
asked for, was
didn't
next to
say
Ken.
Our ceremony will begin at the water's edge. So please come on and make a circle around the pool over here, my little cubs. You ready? Yeah! I'm gonna turn this water into ice cold pool of, yeah. Oh my god, this water is like ice! Are you guys ready? 3, 2, where's the ice? Okay, 1, go! Yeah! You are freezing to death in there! No? Hey! Go forth and run!
So, was that not exciting or what?
That was
Greatest polar
overwhelming.
plunge.
But yeah, I was looking for a test of endurance.
Yeah.
You know?
Who can last the longest
I wanted to
in the
see,
plunge?
I wanted to see man tears. I wanted to
I thought it was gonna be full of ice. You're sitting there, and whoever's the last one out wins.
Oh, right.
Whatever.
Oh,
you know?
that would have been cool.
That'd be great.
Bring your certificate tonight in your wallet. You boys can pull it out and show your.
Oh yeah, maybe redeem it for a free drink, huh? Well, hello, darling.
We are heading out right now. We're heading to our favorite hidden secret little bar, sort of, the Tamarind. It's in the sushi restaurant, but every time we've walked in, there's been nobody in the little corner bar. And so we've been able to sit there and have some sake, have like a cucumber mojito,
Wasabi cocktail.
wasabi cocktail. So we've been able to just sit there with our buddies. We've gotten to know the bartender,
Samson, Paul.
Samson, yeah, and just relax. So we're gonna head over there, have a drink. From there, we're gonna go to have dinner, and we're gonna have dinner tonight in
At the Pinnacle. Or the Pinnacle.
Thank you. We're gonna have dinner at the Pinnacle Grill. It's an extra, but it's part of our package. We got to choose one, and it's a seafood and steak place, so I'm looking forward to trying that. So we're gonna head out there. Today has been a great day so far. We have seen, I don't know, 6 to 8 different little whales going around. That's been really neat, watching that from the crow's nest. We did a little, Ron did a polar plunge. You did a little polar plunge. with your
I did a
friends.
polar plunge, yeah. It was very, very Arctic. And so, yeah.
Very Arctic. Okay.
Yeah, to get over that, we had to go to the spa afterwards
Yep.
and have a cocktail.
You're enjoying
Yeah.
that. That's probably one of your favorite things.
I think so, because it's a retreat away from everybody.
Yep.
You know, you're just exposed to maybe a dozen people at most, rather than 1,200 people, and so that's a good retreat. It's my safe space. Yeah.
Yep, and we've been going around collecting our drinks, enjoying our drink package, having some cocktails, having some beers, saying hello to our friends that we've been meeting in the different bars, and so enjoying that and having a good time. And now we're gonna head out, have another drink, have dinner.
Okay.
Let you know how the night goes.
Grab your whole garden and let's go.
I know, it's such a variety.
So what are you drinking right now?
This is the Momokala Pearl. It's a sake, kind of like a milky white sake. Pineapple-y, it's sweet. I wish they had the other one that's apparently
pear.
out, the pear. I really wanted to try that, but
That was good.
they're out.
That was good. It would have been your favorite.
Apparently they said that they were out because a couple just kept throwing those bottles down.
Oh yeah, I think that was it. I think that was it.
We head to the canoe. We canoe up, some rapids, and all the boats have a little motor, but it's like, let's see, it was 12 people just powering through. But it was so much fun because it made you feel
that was-
Alaskan.
Well, that's like the authentic.
It's authentic, yeah.
Yeah, the authentic deal.
We had to
That's
take a boat to get somewhere. It wasn't a quick 5-minute ride. It was an hour boat ride.
This is in Skagway when your
Yeah.
Skagway trip was canceled. Now in Ketchikan, that's where you went fishing.
Yes,
And they made all your food by a campsite,
they
right?
did. Yeah,
Oh,
another
wow.
campsite. Another Alaskan experience.
gracias. Bon appetit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Much more professional at work.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Enjoy, man.
Thank you. Did I order the wrong steak? Good, huh? Yeah.
And this is where they had their last moment. And Titanic was in the back of the ship.
Which number is that?
Oh gosh, this is definitely 15.
Whew, that was quite a little ending, wasn't it?
Yeah, good thing we're only, yeah.
Well, that answers the question if it's for all age groups on a cruise like this to Alaska on Holland America, because it is for all age groups, and that was one heck of a fun last night. So thank you very much for watching all the way to this point. We're going to try to keep this simple for you, and if you have any more questions at the end, make sure to comment below if we didn't answer something that you were wondering. Make sure you hit like if this has helped you so far, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You'll become a rambler. And if you haven't watched our other videos that led us to this video, go back. I mean, we stop and we show you every port. We show you the first day that we arrived. There's a lot of good, helpful videos in here on this Alaska cruise. So we felt like the easiest, most efficient way to do the rating of Holland America's cruise on Koningsdam was to just break it into 10 segments of different categories that might be important to other people and rate it 1 to 10, and then at the end, it equals up to 100. All right, so the first thing is our cabin. Honestly, we gave it a 9. Probably because we thought about cabins on cruise ships before as tiny, small, and suffocating. Honestly, this was really roomy. I mean, we had the whole area where there was a couch, there was a desk, we had a nice big bed, the television, the bathroom, very roomy. You can go look on our very first video to see the whole layout, and the balcony was a great decision and really nice. The reason why we gave it a 9 out of 10, the position of the toilet seat was kind of funny, I thought, and there's always a little room for improvement.
Yeah, well, we still got the job done.
Now for service, as far as service goes, we mean the service for the bartenders, in the restaurant, every time we went to guest services, the gentleman that cleaned our cabin, and so I have to tell you, we gave it a 10. Yeah,
it was easy to give a 10 because we didn't have any bad service, and so that's why we give it a 10. There wasn't one circumstance or incident that we could think of that was like, oh man, they were rude or anything. It was impeccable service and well done.
The whole entire crew, it was great service, not any bad service whatsoever. So they got a 10. As far as food, we both were different on this. I mean, I was fine with it. The burgers were fine at the burger place. The pizza place was exceptional. That pizza was good. The sandwiches they made were good. The salads were good. So those were the smaller areas. As far as going to the buffet, we didn't go there a lot because we just don't have the best vibes for buffets, but we had to go there one morning for breakfast, and we were surprised. Like, they actually make everything for you. They make the crepes, they make the omelets for you fresh, and they do a lot of serving you. You don't necessarily touch everything. So we were kind of surprised about the buffet.
You know, I rated it a little bit lower because I just felt that the food was just typical pub food on the level. You know, it was good. It was good, I'm assuming, for a cruise ship. And I can recall 2 meals that I really enjoyed. One was the Pinnacle grill with the steak and the lobster, as you've seen in the video here. And then there was another meal that we had. It was kind of like a Thai dish, but it was is from the Philippines, and those were exceptional meals. But other than that, I felt everything was just like, you know, typical pub food, you know, you can get anywhere else, you know, but it was still good. So as far as entertainment goes, we had the Rolling Stone Rock Room, we had the Billboard Top 10 Room, and we had the B.B. King Blues Bar. And those had, I'm telling you, the performers there were top-notch. They put on a hell of a show. And I was expecting something considerably less, honestly.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I really liked the setup. I watched a lot of videos before going, how they talked about how each one plays for like about an hour, and then they shut down, and then the next one, and the next one. I actually ended up liking that routine, just because everybody had got to take turns getting a better seat in each venue, and if there was something you really wanted to do, you could pop into each one, or just stay and rest and relax until the show starts again if you have a favorite room. So I thought there was lots of great entertainment. All the performers were excellent. It was a lot of fun. And then we went to a show one night, and it was a great dance performance. And then the last night, we show you a little clip. The dancers went around and performed for a couple seconds at each place that night. It was fun. I felt like the entertainment was really good on this cruise ship. We really enjoyed it. So we gave the entertainment a 9.
Yeah.
Now, as far as activities go, we had the spa, which was great. You know, we love the spa. We had
thermal suite.
We had the workout rooms. They had, you know, basketball courts, pickleballs.
And the shuffleboard was outside. And then you had various other activities like the drawing room that we had there up in the crow's nest. And then you had bingo, and you had, I mean,
trivia.
Yeah, trivia. There was enough stuff to where if you were bored, you did something wrong.
Yeah, there was a lot of classes offered and a lot of stuff, and I loved that they brought the the rangers from the national park on the Glacier Bay Day. That was really neat, and you could get your stamp, and you could get lots of information. I thought that was really enjoyable.
Yeah, the visit from the park, the visit for the park rangers was pretty cool. That was nice.
Yeah,
that was a nice addition to the Glacier Bay.
Yeah, they were there all day, and they talked all day. But we do have just a couple negatives, so we did end up giving activities an 8. The reason why is because there wasn't a lot of classes that drew us, like we got to get up and go to this class, or we need to go to this class. I mean, I'll be honest with you, there was a lot of things about health, as far as like how to handle your diabetes,
how to manage your cholesterol,
how to manage your cholesterol,
poor circulation.
We were reading them, and we're kind of like, I mean, there's a lot we weren't interested in. Yeah. So it would be nice for them to add a few more things. I guess they did have a dance class or two, and they did have an art. Yeah,
there was enough. There was a lot of varied activities, but when we looked at the scheduled activities, there was a lot of activities that were centered mainly towards like elderly folk.
It depends on what you're looking for, so just keep that in mind, but we gave it an 8. So overall, depending on your age category, depending on what you're looking for on a cruise, that could be a 10 for some of us, but we gave it an 8 for just us in general. Now, the ship, we scored the ship on cleanliness, amenities. Amenities as in it had a couple different swimming pools, it had a couple different hot tubs, it had, I love the jogging track, and not only the jogging track, but then there was the walking track, so they had 2 different tracks on 2 different levels. And just the format and the layout of the whole ship. And we actually ended up giving it a 10. I mean, it was always clean. The bathrooms are always wonderful. The nights that we were out and we had to use the restrooms, they had nice, clean, fresh towels for you to use. You know, they didn't do paper towels. They actually had folded towels. It was like, sometimes I felt like it was like magic. It was like, how do they like replace all these all the time? And it's so clean. You don't see somebody coming in there and cleaning all the time. It was just really
it was
nice.
It was easy to get around the ship, you know, once you got it kind of figured out. You know, definitely look at the map, get familiar with the ship before you board. And that's what these videos are for. And so that when you get on board, you kind of have a good idea of where to go.
Especially as the drinks kick in, you might want to know
know your route.
Your room. Yeah. But we did give the ship a 10. And then embarkation and debarkation, we put them together. And we have to say, we had a good experience. Everybody has different experiences. But as far as embarkation day, there was a lot of employees telling us go here, go there, looking at our paperwork, passing us to the next spot. So I felt like it was really well organized. We did have to sit for probably 30 minutes waiting, and so I didn't really like that as much. I felt like that could have been a little bit better. Debarkation was amazing, but I don't know if it's because of the fact that we took our own luggage, went down and left ourselves and didn't wait on somebody else to do that for us, because it was very smooth. I mean, we were in and out of there in 5 minutes.
We didn't show debarkation because we didn't film it because but it went smooth. It went smooth. We left from the room, grabbed our stuff. The only time we used the elevator was with the luggage. Other than that, for the entire trip, for the entire 7 days, 8 days, we used the stairs. We didn't use elevators, only just that one time.
So as far as embarkation and debarkation, everything went really smooth. We give that a 9 altogether for the 2.
Yeah, really smooth, easy.
All right, and then we wanted to rate the ports and excursions as far as what Holland America offers for excursions, all the options they give you, but also how great it is to be on that cruise ship at those ports. And I have to tell you, every time we landed somewhere, Holland America had us up close and personal with this town with the town we arrived in. I mean, we walked right off and there we were every time. I mean, Skagway might have been the furthest, but it was still a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, and even with that, there was some transportation available. It had shuttles or buses that you could take, so you didn't have to walk. You know, I think it was like a half mile, 3/4 of a mile, or a mile. No.
Yeah, but it was very easy. I mean, we were up close and personal everywhere we landed. And so the ports, as far as rating it on the port system, definitely a 10. I mean, as far as where we were. And of course, Glacier Bay, 2 cruise lines. Yeah,
3 cruise lines
that are allowed to go into Glacier Bay, and that is Holland America. So if that's important to you, and if you haven't watched, go watch our Glacier Bay video, because it'll show you exactly why you'd want to do Holland America when you go to Alaska. So as far as excursions offered and as far as ports, we give it a 10.
Yeah, and there's also one excursion you need to see right here, Jean-Marc. So watch this real quick with his excursion and the whales.
I'll blow a hole out there. Whoa! Yes, that was awesome. I got that, yeah. There you are. Rocky. Yeah, at our 1 o'clock. Far out. Right there, yes! Oh, sweet! Woo!
And so that was Jean-Marc and the whales. We hope you enjoyed it, and we wish we went, but we did see some whales from the ship. But that was pretty cool. I'm glad he shared that with us so we could share it with you folks.
Now we're going to go on to communication and just organization of Holland America in general. We had papers left on our bed every single night, and they were about what's going to occur the next day, where we're going to be, details of options, what excursion we might have signed up for. I mean, it was all laid out really nicely on our bed every single night. We always had announcements in the morning. We had announcements usually in the afternoon or evening, whether it was the cruise director or the captain. You really got used to their voices. You felt like you knew them. And they kind of let us know every step along the way. And I have to include, when we arrived, is the muster drill. And basically, a lot of people complained about that in the past because it used to be quite a process. Now, you just, when you're in your room, checking in your room, you go to the television, you watch a little bit on TV, and then you go find your spot. They check you in, and that's it. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, you just watch a video and check in.
Yeah, it's very easy, very simple. It was wonderful. And it helped us get to know the ship because we had to hurry up and find out where do we go. So we got to know the ship pretty quickly. And they really did a great job of communicating with us along the way. And also, when you came back to your room at night, a lot of times there would be papers left outside your room in the doorway, and it would show you like your excursion, or it would show you some other information, like an excursion did get canceled, and so that was there. So it's really nice to have that. They get a 10 for communication. They get a 10 for organization.
Yeah, everyone knew if you had a question and asked somebody, anybody, they knew the answer. And that's what impressed me the most. Yes, everyone was very knowledgeable.
Yeah, very knowledgeable and friendly. And so last but not least, we're going to go with value and cost. Now, I've learned a lot since this cruise, and I learned a lot leading up to the cruise. I know that Alaska tends to be sometimes a more expensive cruise destination. And mainly because I guess what these cruise lines are charged at the ports. And so it can be kind of a little bit more expensive. I know there's a lot of other Mexico cruises and smaller cruises and stuff like that that can be a lot less. Or if you don't want a balcony, I felt like that balcony in Alaska was a must.
Oh, yeah.
So you're looking at spending a little bit more money. Cost versus value was perfect. I mean, I'm giving it a 9 because basically we, you know, had great, excellent service. It was clean, it was nice, it was just really pleasant and relaxing. There wasn't much chaos, it was well organized, and the fact that we are put right into port every time, the fact that we get to go to Glacier Bay, there are so many things that made it so, I mean, it's silly to say priceless, but it was just well worth the value for what we paid.
Yeah, and not, you know, we've seen other price points with other cruises, and we felt this was pretty good. I think this is reasonable enough to shell out the dough. So
yeah, I mean, also keep in mind, if you have any questions, let us know and do your research. But different times of the year are more reasonably priced. You know, so if you want to save money and you want to go to Alaska and you want to see some of these beautiful places like Glacier Bay and go on the scenic railroad, you might save a little money going in the spring or going in the fall versus going in the summer.
Yeah, and then how much did we spend on this, you figure?
Well, I guess overall the whole entire cruise for the 7 days and all the food, and we did...
And the upgrades.
We did some upgrades with the drink packages. I mean, it came out to about $6,000 roughly.
Okay.
But we also did the thermal suite. So we did a couple upgrades, and we do different packages. I'll tell you, if anybody's with Costco, you can go through Holland America and earn points as you go along. So now we're doing that because we liked them that much. But you can go through Costco and other organizations and get good deals as well. So it's something to look into. Let us know if you have any more questions. But our overall total, Ron, was, for the score?
92. 92 out of 100.
92. So I think 92 is really good. I mean, overall lets you know.
Yeah, that's an A minus.
Yeah, lets you know. So. We really enjoyed Holland America Koningsdam. We really enjoyed the ship. We got everything we wanted out of it. We got more than we expected. It was better than we had expected, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, yeah, and I think that attributes to why we're probably going to do it again. Yeah, and after hindsight, after doing all the videos and all the editing and looking at it, you know, right after the cruise, if you're going to ask me if I was going to do it, I would have said no. But after I edited the video, started looking, I was like, wow, I did have a good time. So I think I'm going to do it again. And, yeah, I want to check out other cruises as well. You know, it'll probably be a little while before we do another Alaska cruise, but we may go up to Alaska and visit that anyhow, because that kind of whetted our appetite for Alaska. It was more of a sampler platter. You know, we're only there for like 5 or 6 hours at a stretch on some of the ports, but we want to stay at least couple days.
Yeah, so to go ahead and wrap it up, will we go to Alaska again? Absolutely. And we recommend to anybody go to Alaska. It was gorgeous, it was beautiful. Our other favorite place is Hawaii, and I gotta say, they're different but the same. The beauty and the Glacier Bay and just the neat little towns and all the wildlife and just the clean, fresh air. Alaska was wonderful. Do it. If you have an option of choosing a cruise to a destination, go there. And like I said, we're thinking about either driving or RVing at some point to Alaska in the future because we loved it that much. Yeah. As far as Holland America goes, we will do Holland America again. But we are going to go check out a couple other cruise lines. So if you have any recommendations, let us know who you've cruised with and who you've enjoyed. But we would definitely do Holland America again. We've already been looking at those. And it sounds like Ron said, yes, he will cruise again.
Yeah, I think I will.
And so we're actually going to do that in 2024. At least once, maybe twice. We are already planning our next cruise. But we will take your recommendations. So please comment below what cruise destinations you've done, what cruise lines you've done, what you want to see us do next year, and we will make it happen. Yeah. We are actually going to book it in the next month or two and finalize it. So you tell us where you think we should go and what cruise line we should use. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit subscribe. You'll become a Rambler when you do hit subscribe. And if this was helpful, please hit the like button and hit that bell icon. That gives you notifications on our future videos. We do have future videos coming up. We still have some RV travels coming up over the next few weeks. For those of you who don't know, we do a lot of RVing. Next year we plan on doing some more cruising and some flight destinations. So hit that notification button so you can follow along with us.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.